Jesus, how long have you been there?
Dude, what are you doing? It's been 3 weeks since you made a video.
Okay. I've been busy.
Are you playing Birmingham Simulator? You live in Birmingham.
Yeah, man, I wanted to explore Birmingham in a fun and interesting way.
You could go outside and do this. This is a horrible waste of your time. A horrible waste. Just make a video.
Yeah, I know. It's not a wait. Fine, whatever you say.
Just make a
man.
video.
Jeez.
Make anything. I don't care. Just make something.
Hello, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. We're not doing a duel school today. I can't be bothered. We're not doing a game because I think it's boring and I don't want to do it right now. What we're going to do is something a little different, something you've definitely never seen on YouTube before. We're doing Elemental Heroes tier list. Now, you might be thinking, what's the ranking on? Which one's the coolest? Which one's the strongest? Which one has the best effect? Which one's the best kisser? No. Gross to that last one. Today we're making a tier list video on which one would be the best friend. I'm talking supportive. I'm talking wants to hang out. I'm talking can do a kickflip maybe. Oh no. We're gonna basically play this by ear in terms of judging. But our main criteria are: would they be able to hang out without causing a ruckus? Are they chill in the vibes category? And are they destructive to the area around them? These are the main three. These are the main three that we're going to go through. Let's get into it.
Avian and Burstinatrix!
This may be unpopular to say. I think he's going to be a detriment to everywhere we hang out. First off, I'm not sure if it's just his face, but when I watch the cartoon, I always imagined him to be really proud. Which is like, okay, he's the type of guy who wouldn't want to do something a little silly because it'd embarrass him, and that's not cool. I feel like he would listen to me, but he'd be constantly telling me what to do, what's the best, what's the right way, and that's not for me, and that's just not the vibe I want to hang out with. Also, the wings, destructive to the area. Bro, imagine going to the cinema and you guys sit behind a guy with giant wings. He's bought 2 extra seats for his wings. He's like, oh, I can't afford the cinema today, guys. It's like, yeah, because you have to buy a row of seats to sit down and enjoy a movie. This is why Flight with Wings, showing Angel right there as well, is lame. That's why they had to give Angel so many power boosts. You scroll on his wiki there for 2 days. B. I know I listed mainly negative things, but I think he's still probably a chill guy. He'd at least be nice to me and respectful. And I like that. Next we have Burstinatrix. I feel like because she's not made out of fire, I don't have to worry about her causing, she's not going to burn anything down in the destructive factor. Causing a ruckus. I mean, the outfit is crazy. But, it's called fashion. People need to learn to move on with it. I think she's like a girl's girl. I think she's fun. I think she's chill. I think we're going to the clubs, which is what I do not want to do. B tier. B tier. Like, yeah, she's cool. I'd love to hang out, but I don't want to go to the club, you know?
Burstinatrix! I know this looks bad, but
Save it! You two are pathetic, but your honeymoon is about to be over.
we're in for it now!
Alright, next is Clayman. Now, Clayman's size. It is a bit destructive. I've always imagined him to be like a hulking behemoth, like a Hulk-sized thing. So, we're buying extra seats at the movies and stuff. That all applies. However, I think that Clayman wouldn't want to go to the movies because he'd be an outdoorsy friend. I think he wants to go on hikes. I think he wants to explore the wilderness. I think he wants to go to the beach, play some sports. And I think overall he's a really chill guy. Maybe he says something out of pocket every now and then. You know, just like he talks about how his clay body works, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear that. I'm gonna give him a B again. You know, I think he's an all-round good friend. Neos. Now Neos is a Chad. It's just the way it is. He's not destructive to the area around him, and I think he's just like a good vibe. I don't think he's gonna cause a ruckus. I think he's kind of like a Captain America, Superman-esque figure. He can fly, which is cool. Maybe he can fly whilst picking you up as well. Maybe he could take you somewhere. You can go on a day trip. I'm giving Neo's a solid A. Sparkman. Sparkman's one of my favorite elemental heroes in terms of the design. And I feel like he'd be cool, but he's just all about the tech. It's all about the numbers with that guy. You gotta imagine, anyone who makes a powerful suit that allows him to like shoot electricity and fly and stuff, they've gotta be dorky about it. Like, you're watching Lord of the Rings, every 2 seconds he's popping up with a fun fact. Behind that visor, it's just Subway servers you're never listening to when you talk. C tier. Gold Edge. Now, I love Gold Edge, and I think he's probably a cool guy. I think this is similar to Neos, where, you know, I think he's just like a general superhero. He's like a shining champion for everyone. Like, he's probably super sweet, super nice, but I kind of imagine with the blades attached to him that he doesn't like to go out into like crowded areas. Like, let's go maybe like we're going to the park. Yeah, he's there, he's down for it. We're going to a concert. Ooh, sorry guys, I can't. I'm afraid I'm gonna cut a woman in half in the mosh pit. I'm not sure I can really hold that against him, but I will. Beat it. Bubbleman. Bubbleman is a silly, goofy guy, and I love him so much. He's probably so chill to hang with. He probably games. He vibes out. You know, he hasn't got any superpowers other than his little bubble blaster. And what a whimsical idea to blast with bubbles. I don't think he'd be, like, annoying on a night out. He might be a bit loud, but, like, that's fun. You know, as long as, he's loud and funny, so it's okay. He's going into S tier. That's right. Neo Bubbleman.
The spell Metamorphosis! All I gotta do is sacrifice one of my monsters, and I get to summon a fusion monster of the same level. Say hello to Elemental Hero Neo Bubbleman!
So Neo Bubbleman is, you know, he found himself again after a hard time. And he's changed. His effect got worse. But other than that, I mean, nothing else has really changed about him. I mean, he's a bit, you know, he's different now. Maybe he's not as happy-go-lucky as he used to be. But that's just me inferring it. I'm going to give him an A. Elemental Hero Prisoner. I imagine Elemental Hero Prisoner to be similar to Martian Manhunter. In that, like, he doesn't really understand Earth or people. He doesn't really understand, like, their customs or their cultures or anything like that. He just kind of, like, wants to vibe out. I think his chat is probably dead. He's probably very robot-pilled. Just by me complete judging what he looks like. He does look like Diamond Head, which is sweet. I think it would cause an issue if you went out with him, because he's obviously so shiny. He's just drawing attraction wherever he goes. But the others, it's kind of just like, oh, they're in a costume. This guy, he is made out of crystal. And he's probably sharp and heavy, so, like, you know, you probably can't get an elevator out of him. But, you know, there's nothing nefarious at heart. So I'm going to put him at C. Elemental Hero Necroshade. Now, I don't want to cast assumptions, but anyone who dresses like that, they're on some weird stuff. I don't know. I think he kind of makes me, when I look at him, think of, like, Spawn, which I wouldn't want to hang out with Spawn. That man's had, like, a rough time. He's a weird dude. I think he would cause a ruckus. 1000% would cause a ruckus. I think wherever we're going, he's starting a fight with someone. And you know, I mean, this is a lot of slander, I guess, for if this is your favorite Elemental hero. But you know, I think he's a cool character, and I really like his card art and design. But I think he's a D tier friend. I'm sorry, yeah, it's just how it is. Elemental hero Wild Heart. I think he's probably got a heart of gold, but I'm not really sure about his, you know, about the big sword on his back. Really, is he gonna bring that with him? He probably wouldn't. He probably has some level of social awareness, I think. He's definitely not picking a fight with anyone. I see Wild Heart as like a very like relaxed guy. Like he's got wild in the name, but I don't think that reflects his personality. I think that's kind of like a pun, or like not a pun, I guess a joke. And the fact that because he always looks super calm. I'm gonna put him at B. Elemental hero Electrum. Other than his body being crazy, yeah, right. What is this art? What is this art you're seeing right now? You know, he's the combination of most of the B and S tier. I think he's tall, he's chill. I don't think he's causing a ruckus, that's for sure. I don't think he's destroying anything in the area, and I think his vibes. He's probably intense. You know, I don't think he's gonna like try and fight anyone. I think he's intense and passionate about justice and superheroing. I think he's a superhero, and I'm gonna put him at A. Elemental hero Flame Wingman. So, Flame Wingman, what am I gonna say? Causing a ruckus? Yes, because he looks like a goddamn villain. He looks like an evil villain. It's crazy that evil heroes exist, and this guy looks worse than them. The Dragon Hand? What? Imagine this, right? This is the best scenario for Flaming Man. We're at a barbecue. He lights the barbecue with the dragon hand, and it's just like everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cool." Worst case scenario, we're at a restaurant. He eats food with the dragon hand. What the hell? No, that is crazy. Because what does that mean? What if I've been picked up by the dragon hand before? What if I, you know, is that a mouth? Is that another head? Does he only have one hand? There's too many questions. He's big. He's got that big wing. Can't take him anywhere. He's destructive. He's a destructive force. What if he sneezes? The fire comes out of the hand. D tier. And if you got a problem with it, get down in the comments and like and subscribe because I'll make it hurt more. Elemental hero Marina. I think he's probably like a funny, jokey guy. I feel like a lot of water-like characters like Lagoon Boy, Aqualad, they're like very calm and they'll make a little joke and like every now and then, and they quip it. And like the position, he kind of looks like Spider-Man. He gives me that vibe. You know, he wouldn't be destructive and he wouldn't cause a ruckus. But I think he would be sticky. I think he'd be like a frog's amphibian skin and like kind of tacky to the touch. That's not for me. That's not for me. Get in C tier. Elemental hero Mudball Man. We're gonna get through this one quick. It's Bubbleman and Clayman mixed together. Sure, he's nice, but oh my god, he's huge and he's wet. It sounds. He's kind of like he's a friend I'd love to speak to online. Probably smells like mud as well, which just is not an appealing smell for me. I'm gonna put him in D. Elemental hero Shining Flare Wingman. This adds Sparkman to the Flame Wingman Basinatrix Avian Slurry, and his effect becomes way better, and I think he looks way cooler, mainly because he looks like a Digimon in my opinion. It's the arm does that for me. I think he's probably got the best attributes of all these people, and I think the three of them mixed together would genuinely be the best person. Sure, he's got the big wings. He's got big wings. I can't do everything with him. He can't be a best friend, but he can definitely be A for sure. Next we have Elemental hero Tempest. I love Tempest's design. I love especially when he fuses with a UFO droid. Wild, out of nowhere. I love it so much. You know, I think Sparkman and Wingman together, I think his vibeness mixed with his ADHD mixed with his autism, I think will blend into one whole person. But the wings are still A is max if you have wings. Alright. Phoenix Enforcer. It's Flame Wingman again, but this time slightly different. Trades out the wings trades out the 1 wings for 2 wings. Trades out the dragon hand for a claw hand, and he looks way more menacing. However, if I brought him around my family, they wouldn't ask as many questions. C tier. Shining Phoenix Enforcer. Yeah, it's Phoenix Enforcer. Different haircut. Cooler looking wings. I'm gonna put him in B. The Sparkman helps, obviously, I think. Element Hero Wild Edge. Now, I love Wild Edge. I think he probably melds these personalities really good together, and it kind of becomes like a Wolverine style character in my mind. I think he looks cool as hell. He looks kind of like Wolverine with the visor. I'm going to put him in A, because he makes me think of Wolverine. Element Hero Dark Bright, so that's a Necroshade and Sparkman. I'm gonna be honest, I think they make each other worse, right? They can only make each other worse. You get the tech-obsessed, ADHD-brained guy, I'm imagining like a Tony Stark level guy, against some like dead dude who's like super weird. I think it's only a recipe for disaster. I imagine Tony Stark meets Spawn. I think that should be banned.
My hand, I'll activate polymerization and fuse together Bubble Man and Burstinatrix to create Elemental Hero Steam Healer.
Elemental Hero Steam Healer. Crazy that it's a heal effect, I think. But I guess it's nice. They're bigger, they're bulkier. It's Burstinatrix and Bubble Man. I think their personality is probably 10/10 perfect. But their suit, it's just too big. I couldn't take them anywhere. They wouldn't cause a ruckus. They wouldn't get a fight, but they would just be destructive to the area. And I'm going to put them in B for that. Wild Wingman. I don't think that would cause a ruckus. I think they'd be a genuinely lovely person. The wings are obviously a stretch, but the most interesting thing about Wingman is, does he work with this card's effect? Because it says a Wingman. Too many questions. I'm putting him in C. The whole thing changed. Don't worry about it. Element Hero Blazeman. I'm gonna be honest. I really like Element Hero Blazeman's design. I like his effect. I think he's really cool. In my head, I've always imagined him as a dork, and I don't know why, but he's really annoying in my head. And there's literally no reason for it. He looks so cool. His effect is good. His attack's fine. Like, there's no reason for me to think of him as such a weenie hut junior, but I just do. B tier. Elemental Hero Inferno. I think Inferno will cause a ruckus, and I think it's because he's setting the building on fire. He's huge. In my head, he's Transformer sized, and he's made out of living fire. No, you're not coming around me. So Elemental Hero Heat and Lady Heat. I've always imagined them as, you're probably gonna think couple. No, siblings. Sibling superheroes are very popular, and they often have the similar powers, and they have the similar costume, so it just makes sense for me. And I love sibling superheroes and supervillains, I guess. Wanda and Pietro, the Fantastic Four children, like sick. The Bat family. I think they're cool. I think they're probably really nice together. Separate, they're probably always talking about the other person and refusing to live in the moment. C tier. Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster. Other than having the sickest name, Rampart Blaster. Crazy. I think they're probably super nice, super lovely, super chill. I think they're probably very much like, kind of like a guardian from Destiny. They're very much focused on protecting, they're very much focused on the task at hand. But, you know, they've got no ill will against you. Destruction to the area, they are huge, so that does put some price up. But the vibes, I think, makes up for it. Of them just being like, a person I want to follow into a battle. A tier. Element Hero Thunder Giant. Sure, he's huge. Sure, there's lightning. But I think he can turn it off, so we'll do that. But I think his personality is probably 10/10. Because Clayman is so lovely and wholesome, and Sparkman is so, like, energetic and jabby. I think it makes like a really cool guy. and I love his art. S tier.
I can fuse him and Clayman together to summon someone who will rise! Elemental Hero Thunder Giant!
Elemental Hero Flash, in my mind, based off The Flash, but his costume gives me more of a Johnny Quick vibe, or like Impulse. It's the visor. It's the visor for me. Either way, I love all these characters. You know, he's a normal guy. He's not destructive. He's not going to cause ruckus. I don't think he's going to start a fight. I think he's just going to be chill and lovely. S tier. Elemental Hero Captain Gold. Captain Gold is the superhero. That's how I've always seen him. He is the superhero. You know, not destructive, not going to cause a ruckus, but let's get into the vibe a little bit here. When you think of the superhero, you think of Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Those are the main three. People will always bring up a fourth, but everyone's always in contention about the fourth. These guys are these are the superheroes. And I imagine Captain Gold to be like all of them mixed into one, which is an S tier character, and I'd love that so much. Because the way he's kind of like stood reminds me of Batman, like on the building top is kind of like Superman with the cape, and like I just imagine, like, I can always imagine Spider-Man standing on top of something precarious like that. So that, you know, that's where I'm getting all my vibes from. I think it's an S tier though. Shadow Mist. Emo goth woman, S tier. Stratos. Stratos reminds me of a classic Marvel superhero called Rom and Turbo. These are a duo of comics I have from like the 60s. Turbo was this looks like an evolved version of Turbo. Side by side, you can see it. I like Turbo's character. I can imagine it only gets better when he's got these giant ass wings. A tier. Elemental Hero Ice Edge. He's just a little guy. He's just a small little guy. He seems nice, I'm sure. He looks nice. I'm going to give him a B, because he's not going to cause any damage. He's not going to get a ruckus. He just seems like a nice guy. But like, I don't want to say he's better than Burstinatrix, you know? Elemental Hero Ocean. I imagine him to be like Calderon, Aqualad, or Calder. And he's the best person. Super serious, sure, but loving, caring, ready to fight for what he believes in. So I'm going to put him in A. Elemental Hero Poison Rose. This is a card that came about after Yuji fused with Yubel. Law stuff you don't need to worry about. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't know why. I don't know why. She just doesn't look like a superhero to me. And I don't like it. Poison Rose? The whole thing's The whole thing's iffy on this. But I'm sure she's nice. It's mainly because it's a Yubel card, and I don't like Yubel for everything that they did. So I'm going to put them at... I feel like I'm judging them harshly. I'm putting them at B. Elemental Hero Voltic. He's kind of like a buffer Sparkman. His powers seem less tech-based, more just him-based. And I kind of like that. I think he's hot-headed in my head. He's kind of buff. He makes me think of Guy Gardner, who will cause a ruckus. And I think he will cause a ruckus. I think Voltic will. I'm going to put him at C. Elemental Hero Woodsman. He's all about the nature, this guy. He's all about chilling. If you're camping, he'll love it. If you want to go to like a VR cafe, there's no shot. He just doesn't want to do that. He's a hiking guy. He wants to be in nature all the time. And you can't blame him. Nature's very pretty. He's probably got a cool, sick house that he made with trees. Tight. I'm imagining some fucking Power Rangers in the swamp type beat. I think I might have made that up. I'll put it on screen if I haven't. I'm going to give him a cool B tier. We don't have the same interests, but I think he's cool. Elemental Hero Nospe or Knospe, I don't know. He's a small little guy. He looks angry. He looks like he's probably got like a fucking chip on his shoulder. He's like a little fucker. But, you know, he's cute. And I think I can ignore anything if he's cute. He probably would cause a ruckus. He'll try and start a fight. But it wouldn't work because he's so darn adorable. I'm gonna put him next to Woodsman, I think. Element Hero Liquid. I think they're cool. I think they care a lot about their superheroing. They look like a very serious guy, but they look very nice and relaxing. They wouldn't cause a ruckus, and they wouldn't destroy anything. I think it's more so that they would just like hang out and vibe, and then just do it like an Irish goodbye. I'll give him an A. Element Hero Solid Soldier. He's ride or die. I can believe it. He's ride or die. 100%. He would come to you. He would come with you to any event just to hang out and vibe. He wants to do the silly stuff. He wants to do like the talk like a pirate day. He wants to do all this like wild stuff. S tier. I just think he likes to blow off steam. That's my only thing. Element Hero Escradio. The name's on screen. I don't want to cast assumptions here. They are a hero, but they are also terrifying. I think they would cause a ruckus for sure. Do I think they're a nice person? I don't think you can be a nice person if this is how you've ended up. Something is wrong. D tier. Element Hero Vice is cool. He's big, he's huge, but he's also Blade Edge and Sparkman put together, which I can imagine would be a really nice combo to hang out with. Sparkman, obviously, he's in here once in the top tier, and he's about to be in there again with Vice. He's big, sure. Can I do everything with him? No. But would it be cool to hang out with? Yes. Element Hero Necro Shaman is weirdly better than Necro Shade. I don't know, now that there's like more, it feels more respectful at least when there's like a shaman involved. I'm like, okay, at least they're not like digging up the bodies, just rip. C tier, because they're still doing stuff with dead bodies. I don't like that. Element Hero Terra Firma is the Earth. I'm pretty sure that's his whole thing, is that he's the Earth. I think when you are the Earth, you're probably not a chill-ass viber. I'll say it. You're probably not a chill-ass viber. I think he's probably super serious. He's probably always talking about shit. We're like, oh, yo, did you see this, like, crazy thing that happened the other day? And he's like, oh, you mean climate change? Like, we get it. It's important, but... I'm like, I want to help. Of course I want to help. But he's there, like, you can't have a conversation about anything else, you know? C tier. C tier. I think it's still better than the dead bodies. It's kind of looking rough for Wingman. He just has a dragon hand, and I've really persecuted him for it on this list. Element Hero Gaia. He's a big Earth hero. He looks like he would cause a ruckus. He looks like he loves destroying things from his picture. He also looks massive. In terms of like vibes, he's not like a bad guy, surely. Like, you know, he is a hero, obviously, but I just don't think he'd be cool to hang out with. D tier. Elemental Hero Nova Master. What a sick ass name. He looks hot still. He looks like I couldn't invite him around to places. You know, he just doesn't look like he can turn it off. That's the issue, is I need you to be able to turn it off, because otherwise Nova Master would be the sickest. I think I'll try to hang out with him, but I'd probably have to send him away. I'm putting him in D. Element Hero The Shining. I imagine he's a cool dude, but he also... he looks like he would be really full of himself. To call yourself The Shining, you know, and like your whole light-based powers and stuff, he'd probably be a bit of a weenie hunt. I'm putting him in C. Element Hero Great Tornado. I can't give a valid reason for why I'm about to say this. I feel like he'd be really cool and mysterious. Then you get to know him and you find out he's just kind of a bit of a loser. B tier. I think he's a nice guy, but he's just like, you're less cool and mysterious, and you're kind of just like really sad, like a Deadpool type character, I think, but without the comedy. Element Hero Absolute Zero. He'd be great to hang out with in the winter or the summer, but the autumn and spring, I want him to stay away. It's too chilly during that time anyway. I think he's probably got the... It's really hard with ice elemental powers to put, like, a pin on someone who, like, that's what their personality's like. Because the big ones are Iceman, who's, like, super funny and super chill. Killer Frost, who's, like... God, she switches on a dime. Is she evil? Is she good? Who knows? Mr. Freeze, also a weird guy. He's like normal, nice guy, and then his wife almost dies, and he's like, time to freeze people and make ice puns, I guess. Ice is a strange element to have a power in. I can't think of a single normal ice user in my head. I mean, look at what Aokiji said right here.
Huh? Oh my.
What is it?
Another very sexy lady with super big bazongas. Are you free tonight?
Am I right or am I right? C tier, I think, and he'll be moved up if he turns out to be a chill one. Elemental Hero Core looks like a JoJo stand, which is automatically points up in my opinion. He looks like a normal dude as well. He looks like he'd be able to chill. I'd be able to take him anywhere. He's got a Konami orb. That's tight. I love Konami orbs. He kind of looks like a Transformer and a JoJo stand if they would like mix together. I really like his design, and I can only hope that he'd be a chill-ass fighter, S tier. Elemental Hero Grandmage, or Grandmage. It's a bunch of, it's basically the normal monsters, the Persinatrix, the Avian, the Clayman, the Sparkman, all fused into one. They've got guns, that's cool, but they have wings? No. You know how I feel about wings. The highest they're going is B tier. Elemental Hero Sunrise, he looks cool as hell. That's number one. He wouldn't be destructive. No wings, cape only. He's got those weird things on his arm, but I like to imagine he can kind of tuck those away. I think he'd be really cool to like go drinking at bars, maybe go to some food places, right? A tier. Elemental Hero Neo-Alias, or Alias, is just the smaller version of Neos. And that's the only difference. But he is a Gemini monster, so that automatically drops him down. B. Honest Neos. The same as normal Neos, but with wings. I'm gonna put him in B. Rapid fire. Elemental Hero Brave Neos. Neos again, but braver and with shoulder pads. He's up there. Elemental Hero Neo Knight. Same as Neos again, but he just has a sword and a shield and long hair. This also drops him down for me. B. Oh god. Okay, and now we're at the Neo-Spacian fusions. Buckle up for the ride. So Neo-Spacians, it was a concept where it's humans with these aliens. These human heroes with these aliens merged together. This is what we got. Elemental Hero Air Neos has wings, already brings it down. Bird beak as well, and I don't like how, like, I can't tell if the costume's his costume or his skin. C. Elemental Hero Marine Neos. It's Neos, but he's slippery like a dolphin. C tier. This one's gonna shock you. Elemental Hero Aqua Neos. For some reason, I don't imagine this one as wet. A tier. Elemental Hero Flare Neos. He has wings, but he also seems cool. Obviously, I'm gonna put him into A for now, just because I feel like Neos is still cool, and this one looks orange, and that's my favorite color. So, Elemental Hero Glow Neos. Great to take to like a rave or caving. Awful to take to the cinema or like anywhere where you just gotta be dark and nonchalant. B tier. Elemental Hero Grand Neos has a drill for a hand that feels quite destructive. I don't think he would start a ruckus though, because it's still Neos in the end. B tier again. Elemental Hero Dark Neos looks cool. He looks so cool, and I know Neos' personality is 10/10, and Dark Panther, who he's fused with, he has a few speaking lines. He's also cool. I really liked him. S tier. I know, with the wings, you wouldn't expect it. Elemental Hero Magma Neos. He looks huge. It's two Neo-Spacians fused with Neos. He just looks like he'd be a hassle. B tier. Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. He still has like a weird attachment, and he has the wings, but the name's cooler. I think it's the same fusion material again. So I'm gonna put in the same one. Elemental Hero Storm Neos. looks crazy. Look at it. He's got like a boat for a chest. Honestly, I don't like his design, and that is the whole reason I'm putting it in C. I don't care if he would be a ruckus. He definitely would be disruptive and massive and I don't like it.
ネオス、アクアドルフィン、エアハミングバード、3つの力が1つとなった時、遥か大宇宙の彼方から最強の戦士を呼び覚ます。トリプルコンタクト融合。銀河の渦の中より現れよ、エレメンタルヒーロー、ストームネオス。
Elemental Hero Chaos Neos. Don't let the name fool you. I think he's a sweetheart still, but the wings are sharper now, so that's a B. Elemental Hero Cosmo Neos has all the issues that Flame Wingman has. He has all the issues that Flame Wingman has. He has all the issues that Flame Wingman has. Plus, he has a magma hand, too hot. He has a blade hand, also awful. He has a huge body. I think he has to make. There's too many questions. He needs to just go where he deserves, into D. Thank you. In fact, the magma hand sells it. He goes into the shadow realm. I'm done with him. And then Hero Divine Neos is God, therefore has to be S tier, unfortunately. I felt that'd kill me. That's just how it is. Elemental Hero Neo Wise Man. I love this card. I don't like Hugh Bell. I think people would ask a lot of questions about the ear wings because they're huge. So I'm gonna put him into C. So this is Neo Wise Man if he was a fusion. Still the same, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're the same character, except for he's a fusion card instead of an effect monster. Contrast Hero. I love him. He came with a structure deck I got when I was younger. I love him. He's going in S. I don't think he'd be rowdy. I don't think he'd be a ruckus. His costume's cool. I think he'd be nice vibes.
I think my luck is beginning to change now.
All right!
Hot agreed. Let's me draw 2 cards.
This is the Pot of Greed. S. I mean, come on. They just look like they'd be cool to hang out with. Well, anyway, that's our list, guys. Make sure to screenshot that so you can save that and put it on your personal hard drive for later. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I love you. I'll speak to you later.